Yeah, I mean, the internal recruitment, it's funny. Everybody talks about, your third party, third party. Look, at times we're kind of like the incredible landscaper that makes everybody's homes look amazing. And then you drive by his or her home and there's weeds growing, up through the cracks of the sidewalk and bushes are untrimmed, that type of thing. We dealt with some of that ourselves. We haven't been perfect and I've had to learn to become a general manager and CEO because really I was just an executive in sales. And just because you put it on your business card and you start a company and you're the owner and CEO doesn't make you a CEO. You have to really learn. And so the same thing is held true in our company over that period of time. And we've had to learn, we've learned what our clients have not done well and what they've done well. And we've had to be great consultants, literally consultants versus transactional, just filling roles for our client companies. That's the one thing I always hated when I was at Revlon. The recruiters that called me were very transactional. And so we made sure that was not the way we were doing business. And then that approach, though, started to bleed into our business as well. And it was very, very important that we lived up to the consultation and advisement that we gave to our clients. And that is, understand your profile, know what you want, go after with intention, know what your must-haves are, know what your nice-to-haves would be, and know where your line in the sand is. Experience, responsibilities, characteristics, and attributes of a candidate. And then from a values perspective, that those are non-negotiable. And so that's the advice we give our clients. So we've really put that in play with ourselves. And finally, we've launched a couple of years ago, we launched SOS, System of Success at Protus. And there's 6 items, including the sixth one and the sixth item in our business, which many corporations, large and small, including Protus and ACE, the difficult thing is knowing when to shake hands with somebody because it's just not working out. And you tend to keep people much longer. That's good for them or the company. And so it became very important as we provided that advice to our clients and we started living to that ourselves. So, you make quick decisions through really good vetting that are very much with intention in order to bring people in your organization. And you quickly know whether they're going to be a fit or not. And once it crosses your mind, they might not be, then it's not going to happen long term. And you have to make that decision very, very quickly. And that's really played a role back internally, if you will, to Protus Global. And then ultimately, communication and transparency. I really believe in that as the companies that have the best organizations are one that continue to rehire their people, the ones that are really good, because that's the best. That's the first best hire you can make is the one you already have. And part of that is retention. And part of retention, and the reason I said the internal part about letting people go early is your best people watch your leadership. And if you allow accountability to be compromised or you become of certain things, you will end up losing your good people. And that's like I said, the first hire you want to have, the best hire you want to have is the one you already have that's really, really good. And the last thing I'll say here is the other advisement we've given our clients that it's really part of my core. And now I'm implementing, or not now, I've been implementing for a while, is tolerance. Tolerance is the key death to anything, whether it's a business, a team, a country, whatever. When you start tolerating things, everybody thinks tolerance is a good thing because you think you're doing right, you're being really, really flexible. Tolerance it cracks a door, then it starts to open a door, then the door gets kicked in, and you have a business that then is compromised. And so that's the other thing we've brought from external advisement into our internal recruiting and managing our team.